What up, everybody? So we got a election fraud case here in Michigan, and first of all, you got to stop noticing, because we were told that we were conspiracy theorists. 81 million votes, right? With the safest and most secure election ever. Yet we somehow can't secure local elections in small cities. You know, this is a Muslim city in Michigan. Yeah, a Muslim-ran city in Michigan, which we shouldn't even have in the United States. But they were exposed for cheating in their elections. And let's take a look at this.
Well, we know a lot. We know the two current city council people right here in Hamtramck, they are charged with voter fraud. Let me tell you who they are, first of all. Mohammed Hassan, 57 years old. He's been on the council.
Mohammed, huh?
For a while, fairly well-known person here in Hamtramck, but he's charged with 3 counts of forging signatures on absentee ballots. And then the other one, Matasan Sadman, 20.
He's gonna be a sad man soon.
Years old. He's charged with 5 counts, basically phoning up signatures on.
So these are your leaders if you're going into Michigan. This is where you're going to be, depending on what city you're in. These are the people that are supposed to represent America. 2 Muslim cheating frauds in Detroit.
Ballots. Now, the charging documents allege that the fraud happened between July and November, which would be the primary and general election, in 2023. And interestingly, when you take a look at the results of the primary, only the top 3 candidates, they would have won. These 2 came in 4th and 5th. But in the general election, somehow the voters had a big change and they came in 1st and 3rd. Let me bring in the former mayor. Come on over here, Mayor. Karen Majewski, 16 years mayor of Hamtramck. You ran against Mohammed Hassan.
And she's a conspiracy theorist, guys. She's a conspiracy theorist. Close your lying eyes and box out your lying ears. It's not happening.
A couple of times. First of all, is it unusual in a primary to come in 4th and 5th and then 1st and 3rd?
Well, it is somewhat unusual. I mean, you know, a lot of campaigning goes on between those 2 elections. But what's interesting to look at is where those votes come from. Did they come from a particular, segment of the population or a particular section of the city? In this case, they came in from absentee ballots, and that's where the allegations lie.
In the charging documents, there's only 2 instances, 2, that these 2 allegedly, they're innocent now, phoning up the absentee ballots. Do you think there's more?
Well, you don't win on 2 votes. So, I don't know what the, rationale of the, charging, officer is, but presumably they're not going to charge on, because there are only these 2 incidents.
Do you think there's more?
I think that the whole city thinks there's more.
What do you think?
Well, I have to agree.
Yeah, we're going to get into the proof, because now there's undeniable proof.
This is a situation that we've seen going on for welcome to Hamtramck, for over a decade.
Yeah.
So, and we've seen charges like this brought before, and this has been part of the conversation in Hamtramck among residents, among voters for, at least for over a decade. So this is something that's not news to us.
Nope.
That this would happen.
Well, let me the last question.
Okay.
Hold on, one more thing.
Okay.
Besides these voters,
ask me the question I want to answer, or are you going to answer?
What do you want to say?
Well, I just want to say that this is, again, this is not, that this would happen is not a surprise to Hamtramck voters. What maybe is a surprise is that the people are being charged, and possibly that there may be an end result of those charges that are more than just a slap on the wrist.
Yes. We need to secure our elections. These people, they need to go to jail. Like, this is so insane that people don't care about this. But it's not happening. You're a conspiracy theorist. All right, this lady, she's a nice lady. Now let's get into the proof, because they're caught red-handed.
7 News Detroit has obtained surveillance video of alleged election crimes.
It is the video investigators are looking at as well. 7 News Detroit reporter Brett Cast joining us live in Hamtramck.
And Brett, you're breaking down for us what this video shows.
Yeah, Glenn, I spent much of the day kind of combing
Nice
through
hair.
some of the surveillance video that came from this camera right here out in front of City Hall. And of course,
The camera's right there.
pointed towards City Hall.
That's how bold these guys were, that they did it right in front of the cameras, because the whole city's corrupt, dude. They felt comfortable enough that they would get away with this.
See, it's also pointed towards the drop box here. Now, again, we've been combing through this as part of a FOIA that we got from the city here, and Michigan State Police say they do have some of this video in their ongoing investigation. It's the evening of August 1st, 3 days before Hamtramck's
Why are their
primary
faces
election,
bleeped
and
out?
a car is seen pulling up to the Hamtramck ballot box, depositing 3 large stacks of ballots. In the
In the
passenger
broad
seat
daylight,
is what
look.
appears to be City Councilman Abu Musa,
Right
who is
there.
currently up for re-election. Michigan State Police
Bro,
confirmed they've had this video as they
He's done this multiple times in multiple cars. Democrat ran city.
investigate
Where it
Musa
doesn't
and
happen,
another
guys.
councilman
It doesn't
for
happen.
questions
Stop
around their
noticing.
residency and other accusations. The video comes to light just days after 2 other current city councilmen were arraigned on fraud charges, including forging absentee ballots.
Now that makes me very uncomfortable to hear that. It makes me very uncomfortable to hear that.
And all this comes as both the city's police chief and the city manager are on leave right now. They were suspended earlier this year as separate investigations are ongoing into both of them as well.
Multiple investigations of all this corruption. And we have another video here with multiple droppings of ballots. We'll take a look at that too, because that's just... Here we go. Here's the juicy stuff. This is the one I was looking for and I couldn't find. The fuck?
What is going on in this video?
What
That's
is going
the question
on?
tonight in Hamtramck.
There he is,
Surveillance
right
video
there.
here shows
Backseat.
bundles and bundles of ballots
Again.
being dropped off in the middle of the night. This video is part of an election investigation that's going on. That video is part of that investigation. Just a short clip of hours of footage we obtained through a Freedom of Information request. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Ty Steele.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Karen Drew in for Kimberly Gill. So on Wednesday, we were the first to show you video of what appeared to be a city council member dropping off bundles of ballots. Well, now we found another instance of this happening.
Lauren Kostick has been going through that video all day long, hours of it. She joins us live from the
Hours.
newsroom once again with what she found. And this is just the latest twist in this ongoing saga, Lauren.
Ty, it really is.
Little
After we
cutie.
showed that video on Wednesday, we got a tip that there could be more cases of this. So we started doing some digging, obtaining more than 800 hours of city surveillance video here on this thumb drive. And we still are going through a lot of it, but there's one clip that really caught our attention. New video obtained by Local 4 shows a black pickup truck pulling up outside Hamtramck City Hall in the middle of the night, just days before the primary election. All of a sudden, the lights turn on inside the truck. That's when
Bro.
you spot 3 men inside.
Bro, how stupid. Like, these... Oh my god. You should be... People should literally be so pissed about this. Like, how brazen and just... They just didn't even care. Just, hey, turn the light on. Because I can't see... I want to make sure everyone sees us committing voter fraud and not have... Like, we... Whatever, dude.
What appears to be council member Abu Musa in the back seat, the same council member who is seeking
Look
re-election
at this
right now.
dipshit.
The video then shows the driver getting out and stuffing absentee ballots into the drop box. The only problem? They don't all fit.
Oh.
He then starts pushing them in before reaching for 2 more stacks.
Two
the whole
more
time
stacks.
looking around to see if anyone is watching. After about 2 minutes, the group drives away. And
How do they not even know the camera's there if they work? Or they do know and they just didn't care and they thought, oh, yeah, we're all in on this.
this, Local 4 found that it happened again, only 4 days later. This time, a different car pulling up, with what appears to be the same council member in the passenger seat. He then starts handing bundles of ballots to the driver, dropping off 3 large stacks. City election results show Musa received 1,129 votes during the primary, making him the top contender for city council in November. Michigan State Police confirmed the videos are part of an ongoing investigation. It all comes just days after 2 Hamtramck City Council members were charged with election fraud in connection to the 2023 race. Those allegations also including bundles of ballots
being dropped off by a candidate.
And so far, we have received no comment from the city about these videos. We also tried to get in touch with the council member in both of these videos. We called, emailed, texted, Facebook message, but still no response. But again, we have a lot more video to go through here on this flash drive.
Noticing.
We'll see what else we find. For now, live in the newsroom, Lauren Kostick,
Good job.
Local 4.
All right, Lauren, we look forward to your next.
Good job. Great journalism. Great work. Now, YouTube will 100% suppress this video. I'll probably get like 4 views, but we'll see. Hey, like, comment, and subscribe to the video, man. Let me know how you feel if our elections still maintain integrity, or if 81 million votes in the middle of the night sounds strange to you due to if you look at the voter demographic of how many mail-in ballots were turned in 2020 versus in-person voting, and yes, man, I'm gonna have to edit that out. There was like 70% mail-in ballot turn-in, 70 and 30. It's usually flipped the other way. It's usually 30% mail-in, 70% are going to the poll. That's insane. And we're supposed to believe that our elections are keeping it. It's just whatever. Let me know what you think, man. I can't even speak. Everyone should be outraged by this.